I'm Ian, and I'm the managing publisher here at Rattling Good Yarns Press. And it's sort of become a holiday tradition that each year I do this little video to let everyone know what we've been up to. And also, it's sort of our Christmas card to you because we want to wish you a very happy holiday. So 2021 was a challenging year. We were in quarantine, out of quarantine, in quarantine, and out of quarantine. And it's great that we're getting back to more of a normal life and socializing with our friends and family. It has also been a very busy year for us here at Rattling Good Yarns Press. We've brought out many new books that we're extremely proud of, and I want to just let you know about some of the books we've brought out. So, we brought out Infraction by author Yvonne Zipter. Infraction is a historical novel, and it focuses on the role of women in 1870 Tsarist Russia, St. Petersburg. The main character, Maria, her great love is mathematics, but possibly surpassed by her love for her girlfriend, Vera. What many of you might not know is the role that women had in Tsarist Russia. For example, an unmarried woman was not allowed to have a passport. She could only travel under her husband's passport. So there were many obstacles for women, for independent women and women who were seeking higher education. And the novel really brings to life the role of women, and it brings to life the atmosphere of St. Petersburg in the 1870s. As one reader told me, she said that the scene in the St. Petersburg library, that she could almost smell the books on the shelves. So Yvonne spent over 10 years researching the period. She also traveled to Russia to get a feel for the atmosphere, and the result is this remarkable novel. It is surprising, it is gratifying, it is a great read. So I highly recommend this, Infraction by Yvonne Zipter. Another work that we brought out this year was Vamp Until Ready by author James Magruder. So you may be familiar with James Magruder from Broadway. He wrote the book for Head Over Heels. So he's well known in the drama and theater world. Well, this is his work of fiction, and it's sort of a backstage, front of stage novel, and it follows a group of friends over the course of about 10 years. And it's actually, in a way, it's like 5 novellas where the characters are woven in and out, and we get to meet these characters. We also get very involved with their lives. And I remember when I was editing it, I was kind of sad about one of the characters and what was going to happen to her. I became that emotionally involved. It's another excellent read by another very, very talented writer. In our nonfiction line of books, we brought out Chicago After Stonewall. And this traces LGBTQ Chicago from the night after Stonewall until the first regular publication of a gay newspaper in Chicago. So some of you may be familiar with St. Suki Delacroix's work, Chicago Whispers. Well, this is his follow-up to Chicago Whispers. Chicago Whispers was a history of LGBTQ Chicago from the explorers and the Native Americans through to the night of Stonewall. Chicago After Stonewall picks up the narrative after the Stonewall raids in New York and takes it through to the first regular publication of a gay LGBT newspaper in Chicago. It uncovers and exposes pieces of history that have been forgotten and that we may not know, and it forms a rich history that helps us appreciate where the LGBTQ community in Chicago started and how they got to where they are today. So for those history buffs or those Chicago buffs out there, highly recommended reading. We're also very proud, extremely proud, that we brought out by cartoonist and author Tim Barella the complete Leonard and Larry collection. And this is available both in hardcover and in paperback. And many of you may be familiar with Tim Barella's Leonard and Larry series from The Advocate and Frontiers magazine. It was probably one of the first portrayals of positive portrayals of a gay male couple. And Tim was a real pioneer along with Alison Bechdel and Howard Cruz. These were pioneers. We take gay comics for granted today. But back in the early days, they were really breaking new ground, and Tim is a groundbreaker. Now, he previously had published the strips were in 4 separate books. This brings all the strips together in one book. It also has not seen before material, a strip called Mountain Man, and a new strip Tim had started to work on called Grizzly and Ted. Unfortunately, Tim has some carpal tunnel and is unable to draw, but the strips he did complete appear in this edition, and you'll be seeing more about Grizzly and Ted in this coming year. I also want to point out that now for the holiday season, we have signed copies of Leonard and Larry. So we have both hardcover and paperback signed. But if you're interested in a signed copy, I urge you to jump on it quickly because we have extremely limited quantities. And once they're gone, they're gone. Also, if you're planning to give any of our books as a present this year, please order early to make allowance for the U.S. Postal Service. We ship free, so there's no charge to you, but it does go out USPS media mail, so please early order. Order early to make allowances for shipping. And then last but not least, we brought out a new book, a new novel by author Saint-Suki Delacroix called Twilight Manners in Palm Springs, God's Waiting Room. So we've been calling this a hilarious romp through retirement. So the main characters, Brian and Stefan, have moved to Palm Springs from Chicago, to Palm Springs from Chicago, and they were expecting a very quiet and laid-back lifestyle, and what they get is anything but that. They have a series of adventures, they meet wacky neighbors and wacky inhabitants in the Palm Springs area. It is a laugh-out-loud novel. What many of you may not know is that Saint-Suki Delacroix originally wrote humor, and this is a return to his comedic roots. And we've been getting some fantastic comments about the book. One reader said that he read it on an airplane journey and kept annoying the people in his seat row because he kept laughing out loud. Another reader said he read it at a Starbucks and people kept looking at him because he was laughing out loud. People are loving this book, so it's great for anyone on your list who wants some light reading and a very good laugh. So that's what's new with us here at Rattling Good Yarns Press. And of course, we can't do this without you. We depend on you, the readers, as do our authors. And I want to encourage you and thank you for your support and look for more from us in the new year. And with that, I want to wish you a very happy and healthy holiday season and a very happy new year. So you'll see more from us in 2022, but for now, happy holidays, folks.